Yes, I'm about to say it. I actually hate most courses and coaching programs. There's one reason why, and this is the reason that plagues the entire industry and makes it look like a pile of you know what. It is because most people that sell courses do so and don't have the track record to back up whatever it is that they're preaching and trying to teach people. Okay, so what do I mean by this? I have seen countless amounts of people that start selling info products, coaching and training and courses, and they see that the margins are ridiculous because they are almost in all cases. It's a much easier type of company to run, but here's the problem. These people, like I said, typically have a company that maybe does $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, and then they think, I'm going to go do coaching and teach people how to get to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. Fantastic. I've been this person before, and I know what it's like. There's massive amounts of imposter syndrome because $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month is nothing, and it's absurd, in my opinion. If you're going to just leave business because you think you've mastered it, or like that's it, you did it, you achieved like financial freedom, you hit like 20 grand a month, and now you're going to coach. Man, no. This is okay. Yes, I am about to say it. I hate most courses and coaching programs. There's one reason. It's the only reason, and it plagues the entire coaching and course world, and it makes it look like a pile of you know what. And the reason for that is simple. It's because a lot of the people that go into selling courses and selling coaching and training leave behind the actual business that allowed them to do that, and or they don't leave it behind, but they never got to a level in which they should be coaching or training. So let me give you a real example of what this looks like and what I mean. So I've seen a lot of people who maybe they start an agency and they get to like 10K per month. Okay, sweet. So we're talking about 10K MRR. Awesome. And then they go and they're like, you know what? This agency thing, it's a lot of work. I don't really like it. I'm going to go and launch a training program or coaching courses, and I'm going to teach other people how to get to, I don't know, 10K a month, I guess. And then the training program takes off and it starts doing like 50K a month. Okay. And then they're like, oh man, like 50K a month and the margins are better and it's less work. Yeah, I'm just going to leave the agency behind and I'm just going to focus solely on this. Ladies and gents, it's so obvious what the problem is here. And this is why I really dislike a lot of programs. And it's not everybody's like this. There are few people out there who don't do this, but a lot of them do this. And so what it is like you left behind the main thing that allowed you to create good training and better training for the thing that is like coaching and training. But how in the world can you become a better, let's say, agency coach or course provider if you've left behind the agency? So this is my pet peeve with, Agency Enlightened, and partly why it took me 2 years to finish it is because my main thing, and what I truly actually really love and do love and have always, not always loved, but there's been times where I didn't love it, is the agency. But right now, this is the main thing. It's the one thing that will continue to allow me to make Agency Enlightened better. I cannot coach somebody or become a better coach or build better training if I'm not actively every day trying to improve the agency and keeping a good pulse on the agency. So that's my thing, is it's like, all right, sweet. If I'm going to invest in some training, this person better have one hell of a track record and they still better be working on their agency. Otherwise, they must have just sold their agency very recently, not 10 years ago, but very recently, because the landscape is always changing. And again, I don't want somebody that left their agency behind to do training unless they sold their agency at a large figure. And that's it. It's very simple. Okay, ladies and gents. So this is my takeaway, and I want to share it because, like if you're looking at investing in training or something like this, awesome, go for it, do it. But just be very wary of the person that you're investing in and make sure that this is somebody who, if they're training you on something, they actually love that one thing that they're training on you. And they're still in the trenches actively doing that thing that they're training you on. Okay, so it doesn't matter what this is about. You could be buying a course on Facebook ads. You could be buying a course on like how to grow a garden in your backyard. It doesn't matter what it is. When it comes to investing in training, you should always go straight to the top and try to find somebody that has great training, but is also actively working on the thing that they are training on. So they have two things in a sense. And that's fine because in this case, you need the other thing to make the other thing better. They are like interconnected. All right. Ladies and gents, let me know your thoughts on this video. And if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button. Please boost this video in the algorithm. And if you need help growing your agency, you can check out agencyenlightened.com. I promise I still have an agency. I'm actively working in the agency. I do at this point in time in my life and for the last like 3 years, love the agency. There was a time when I hated it, and it's part of my journey of why I actually now feel so compelled to do Agency Enlightened, because I imagine there's tons of people that also are beginning to dislike their agencies for many reasons, as I did a long time ago, like 4 years ago. And so it's about becoming enlightened. All right. Ciao, everybody.